The only war. There's only one war. Every war is but a version of the one war, a microcosm of the one macrocosm. Do you not see this? Do you not see that the devil and God are the symbols set at the two sides of this eternal scale, balancing one another out in the everlasting quest for the equilibrium of existence, and that any tip too far one way inevitably brings about an equal and opposite tip the other way? The devil is but division. Division in mind between the small self and the one self, between life and God, between body, mind and spirit, between humanity and nature, between every tribe and small identity. God, or spirit, or the big self, is but unity, a return to and knowing and dwelling within the essential nature of unity, the indistinction at the base of being between the formless one and each of its limitless evolving forms. That's the entire holy war. The devil of division versus the spirit of unity. The darkness in which most remain unable to see the essential unity. The light revealed to the spiritual philosopher and the non-defining mystic. Relying upon the misleading modern paradigms of materialism, realism and conservatism, most remain blinded by the perception of an essential distinction that's always only relative. For the base of being is perfectly indistinct and represents the true, underlying nature of everything and everyone in existence. All wars are forms of this one war between good and evil, between the light and the dark that are each necessary for the existence of the other. All good is relative to unity, to the inseparable essence. All evil is relative to disunity, to the illusion of distinction. All of life is but a contest between God and the devil, between the elusively independent self and the self of revelation. All true leadership condoned by God is based upon unity and the ability to unify by showing the people their truest, underlying, unified spiritual and energetic nature. All false leadership condoned by the devil is based upon disunity and the ability to sow the delusional seeds of division by showing people their most elusive, overlying, divided unnaturality, their egos and misleading measurements of differentiation. Two sides, one war. Everything exists relative to this essential polarity, for hell is not but dividing everything until everything appears to be as small and separate from everything else as possible. This is the quest of the great deceiver. His goal is ultimately to separate and isolate and reduce until the smallest form of self, the inner energy of the atom, believes itself to be anything other than a representation of the one in all. Heaven is not but the knowing that everything is one, and that the more that you appear to divide and isolate, the greater and more disempowering the lie being told. The more you divide and focus on any form as though it's in any way separate from and superior to any other, the more you serve Satan. The more you unify and focus on the unnameable, undefined formlessness that knows no superiority between its interdependent forms and forces, the more you serve God. Unfortunately, we live in days of spiritual, moral, and philosophical poverty and blindness in the West, a realm in which division reigns, and in which the President himself serves Satan. Our children are being taught to emulate those that divide, weaken, exploit, and then take as much as possible from those thereby weakened by their false sense of separation. It takes the philosopher who has seen the light to show you the way to the essential spirit, the big self constituting every seemingly separate form of itself, the one in all. I am one such messenger. Heed my call, for I am one of the few who know that I am not really I, but one of the infinitely reformed material condensations of the forever formless, purely energetic one. For none are but one within the infinite, a slice of the whole. All are the infinite of one, the whole within every slice.